So how you doing? Today we got some tree work to do, and she's a bit on the sketchy side. So I'm going to be kind of slow at it until I get these trees knocked down. I'll show you here in a second what I'm talking about. But we are standing right on the property line. See that fence post? I'm actually on the wrong side of the fence post. So yeah, this is about our property line. If you look behind me, you see them trees right there in the corner. That's what we're going after. So let me show you what we got going on here. All right, so we're looking at two trees here. Well, actually three. There's a little tiny one in here to the left. It'll have to go just so I can work. But that's what we're going after. We're gonna do them one at a time. So, we're gonna work the one tree and then we're gonna work the other one. The second one's the most sketchy of the two, and I'll show you why here in a minute. But a lot of people have asked me about my property lines. So we're basically standing on the property line. I don't know if you can see the dents in the ground and stuff. This is the old fence post the farmer had for this when he had cows out here. So just to give you an idea, we're standing like right on the edge of the old property line. And about when I was 12 years old or so, we tore the old chicken coop down, and this is the location right in here where the chicken coop sat. And we had a pussy willow tree sitting here too. These little things that look like bushes, they're actually tree stumps. I can't remember what kind of pine, but I know they were pines. Dad took them down several years ago. They're about pretty rotten, so we might actually be able to take an axe or something to them and chisel them apart enough now that we can mow them. So we might be looking to do that here soon. But the new chicken coop is going to go right here. I'm going to basically set it right here in this area. But I also want to get these trees out of here. As you can see, there's a lot of tree damage. A microburst hit this area a few years back, and it really just wiped out everything there. And it really, I think it might have shifted that back one, but it didn't fall. But pretty much everything else in here is down. They broke off or whatever. I've been talking to the property owner. We work in related fields. So like I work for the water company. He is a contractor who is working in the same city that I am, and they're in there putting down new gas lines. So we run into each other a lot. There's a lot of old water lines that nobody knows existed, and he, his company will end up hitting one, and we have to go fix it. So we run into each other a bit. But I've been talking to him. He gave me permission. We don't know exactly where the property line sits, but it don't matter because I talked to him. We have permission. We're taking them down. And he actually said we can clean all this up if we want and take it all for firewood. There's one out here, all sorts of stuff. One leaning up there. He said we could clean it up for firewood if we wanted to, which we might. We might chiselize it a little bit at a time. I'll tell you, if I run into a piece of poplar, I probably won't take it. But if there's a piece of oak or cherry or maple or something, that's the wood I'll go for. Now, let me show you where this really gets complicated. So I just realized we had a storm come through here like 2 days ago. And it looks like a tree came down in the storm. Looks like a maple. What do you say we put that on our to-do list? That'll make some good firewood, You guys come out to play?
Yeah.
You gonna go play in the swings?
Yeah.
You wanna play in the swings? All right, so this is where she gets complicated. These are the two trees I'm talking about. And you can see we got some leaning going on. A lot of it. Straight up and down is like way over here. So my plan here is to take the first one here first. That's a maple. My plan is to get it down and cleaned up first. Then I'll focus on the oak. That oak is a 100% going to have to be bore cut. The sap is just now starting to run, so hopefully the fibers hold on a little bit better. But we'll see, because sometimes this oak, I find that the greener it is, the easier it is to split. But we'll see how that turns out. But my plan right now is to take the maple first. I'm going to have to go in there and clean that up, get the maple down. Then we'll work at cleaning it up. So that's my chore for today. Let's get that maple out of there. Now, the whole reason we're going after this right now is because I'm putting a chicken coop right here, and I've been wanting to take these trees, so before I put the coop in, I want to get the tree work done, you know? So that's why we're doing this right now. We're getting ready to put the chicken coop there, and we don't want to, you know, don't want to run into issues later after the chicken coop's in, you know? So let's get them down now before it turns into a headache. So we're in the shop here, and we got to pick a saw to use. What's it going to be? I mean, we got several over here that are runners. Need to make sure it's none, you know, not anything that has an air leak, because we're going to be on our side, and you know, we don't want to be dealing with those issues. So I got several options there. I was actually thinking about the 340, but the tree's a little big for that saw. We got a lot up here we could pick from. Boy, I think we're gonna let the 902 eat some wood today, or we might. I'm thinking about that 350. The 350 would be a great pick. She's light, small and light. I'm wondering if the bar is big enough. We might end up coming after that 372, but I'm going to see if we can pull it off with the 350. She's just a great saw, nice and small and light. She's ready to rock and roll right now. So let's go for that one first, and then we'll come down. We'll pick a couple of saws to run to cut the tree up. I know the 902 is going to be in the mix. We'll probably run the 372, the bellhopper built. We'll run the 1050 on the big end of the wood, and we'll go from there, you know? I think I'm going to use the 350 to drop the tree, though. At least I'm going to try. We're going to go for the maple first. It's the one that's not leaning. It's extreme, so it should do just fine. Now, I am going to wear all the safety gear. I got a hard hat up there, chaps. So we're going to be putting that on and getting ready to drop this tree. Alrighty, so I'm all geared up. This is what I look like when I'm at work. So yeah, yeah, it's funny. But I'm all geared up, and I'm just going to clear a path in there to work. My escape route is up here at the corner. Alrighty. Yep, we're gonna just clear this up, and my escape path is up through here because all the lean is that way, and I want to be off about 45 degrees from where I'm dropping it. So right up in here. Here's the saws I brought. Got the 350, Briscoe's 4910. Brought the 1050 for fun, and the 372 because, well, it needs break-in time. So we're gonna try to run it a bit too. Now, I'm pretty much down to the last drop of bar oil, so we might end up just running saws until they're out of oil. So we'll see how that goes. I just got the prep work done to take that maple. I got a little pass through here to take that tree. Now, when this thing goes, it's going to go all at once, one big shot. So you need to be as prepared as possible on these ones, you know. She's bigger than it looks on camera. We're over 20 inches at the stump, I bet. So, you know, keep that in mind. So here we go. This is going to be fun. The limbs are a little intertwined. Both of them are leaners, you know, so we're going to do the best we can. We got all our safety gear on. So, yeah. Let's see how this goes.
Hi.
You coming to look at my handiwork?
Yeah.
So there she is at the stump. Not perfect. I left a lot of hinge wood towards the center, as you can see. Hang on. She pulled out. But she held on good, didn't she? She popped all at once, like I thought it would. Had a bit of a lean to it, you know. Not crazy, but enough. Looks like we got a lot of evidence of nails in this tree. I'm betting that's what those marks are from. We'll see. So hopefully we don't hit any. She's bigger than she looks, isn't it? Now we'll work at cleaning this one up. And then after that's done, we'll work at this one. It's a bit larger and it leans harder. So there we go. One tree on the ground. I was very slow at taking that down. She was nudging and nudging, and I knew it was going to pop all at once, you know. I could have bore cut it, but I didn't want to. I'm not a great bore cutting saw guy. My aim isn't the best, so I knew this one didn't need to be bore cut, so I didn't. This one probably going to need to. So yeah, now we got to work at cleaning it up. What do you say? Let's grab that 350 and make some sawdust. Now, the one mistake I made is I missed my mark. I was going to leave a big hinge, you know. I came in a little more level, but I missed my mark. That's all right though. Once I got into it, I realized I was headed straight for the hinge, and I knew it would come down regardless. So there's a little more on that side, which honestly was probably a good idea because she had a bit of a lean to it, you know. So yeah, not a perfect drop. I'm not experienced at this, you know. I don't drop a lot of trees like some of those loggers and stuff, but just the occasional one. I think I did all right. I got her down, you know. She could have been bore cut, but we didn't. We let her drop all at once. It was on that middle ground, you know what I mean? Where it could have been bore cut, but probably didn't have to, you know. So yeah, I'm happy with the end result. That's what matters, right? Okay, that'll be it for this video. We got the 350, the Husky 350, did the job, got the tree on the ground. Now we're cutting firewood. So I'm actually going to switch saws now, but we're going to do all that on another video. So hey, hope you enjoyed this one, and we'll catch you on the next one. Later.